The F-Type has been quite the success story for Jaguar. Seemingly overnight, the two-seat Roadster has put the manufacturer back on the sports car map. So for an encore, Jaguar is giving the F-Type more power, more performance, and more style by creating this, the 2015 R Coupe. Comes from a 5-liter supercharged V8 that's similar to the one found in the XK-RS. It develops 550 horsepower and 502 pound-feet of torque. Like all other F-Types, power is sent through Jaguar's quick-shift 8-speed automatic to the rear wheels. With a large blown V8, this car is never going to return good mileage, so the official ratings of 16 miles per gallon city and 23 miles per gallon highway shouldn't come as much of a surprise. Pricing for the F-Type R Coupe starts at $99,925 after destination charges, which is $7,000 more than the F-Type V8S Roadster. My test vehicle, however, is well optioned and came in at over $107,000. When the CX-16 concept car first appeared, everybody wanted it built. Well, here it is, style-wise at least. In transforming the F-Type from Roadster to Coupe, Jaguar just added a beautiful sloping rear roof. But did the car really need anything else? I personally think this is the better looking version of the two cars, and all the styling cues I loved from the Roadster are still here, like the headlights, taillights, 20-inch wheels, and the offset quad-tip exhaust system. Honestly, I don't think there's a better looking car on the market today for under $100,000. Anyone who spent some time inside the F-Type Roadster will find the Coupe instantly recognizable. Aside from the flat-bottom steering wheel and the optional glass roof, it's business as usual inside the car. Highlights I still like include the switchgear in the center console, including the lever for dynamic mode, and the nice soft leather on the steering wheel. I'm still not a fan though of the audio or navigation screens, as I find them out of date in this car. The F-Type remains a two-seater in its transformation from Roadster to Coupe, so that means even though most of the passenger dimensions are the same, storage space dramatically increases inside the car. Cargo space in the back grows from 7 cubic feet to 11 cubic feet, and Jaguar claims that 2 sets of golf clubs can fit in the trunk. But when we tried to store just one set, we had to play trunk Jenga just to get it in, and I'm not really sure how you're going to get 2 sets in there without them poking through into the passenger area. For how sexy this coupe is, there is a downside, and that is sightlines. The seat pillars are so big that the rear window is tiny and you can't really see much out of the car. Good thing it's so fast and you'll never have to look behind you anyway. The R Coupe is lighter than the V8S Roadster, weighing in at just over 3,600 pounds. Combined with more power makes this car faster, as Jaguar claims it'll rocket from 0 to 60 in 4 seconds flat. Find a nice grippy stretch of tarmac and the car will achieve that. Otherwise, it'll just roast the rear tires into plumes of smoke. Speaking of tires, the R Coupe wears the same 255mm front tires and 295mm rear tires as the V8S. However, unlike the Roadster, there is an optional carbon ceramic brake package that costs $12,000 for this car, but does include unique silver and black 20-inch wheels. As I've found with other F-Types, the R Coupe handles very well. The steering and the precision may not quite rival the best from Germany, but the tires do ensure the car grips very well while taking corners. Of course, we can't review an F-Type without talking about sound. Nothing sounds like the R Coupe, except for maybe another Jaguar. The V8 is so loud and ferocious. Now, it doesn't have one of those low-pitched growls like, say, a Camaro Z28 or a Challenger SRT. And it's also not a high-pitched shrill like, say, a Ferrari V8 or a Maserati V8. It's somewhere in the middle and has this mean, angry explosion of the exhaust that's so unrefined, and I love it for it. It is possible to quiet down the F-Type by turning off all the dynamic modes and open exhaust, but why? With the supercharged V8 making this much torque, you want to hear what you're feeling. When Jaguar announced there would be a coupe version of the F-Type Roadster, we figured it would be good, and it is. Although it may block out a bit of the noise compared to the Roadster, it's still loud as hell in a good way and arguably more gorgeous. It commands as much attention on the road as the Roadster and is more practical. It's one of those cars I can't stop looking at and dream about firing up that angry V8 while sitting at work. That alone makes it worth its $100,000 price tag, as it is destined to be a future classic.